So, let me now start with what we did in the previous paper, especially when it comes to literature part. I wanted to talk and I wanted everyone's attention here, no digging in the bags. I hope all are able to understand what I tell. Did all remove their question papers? Yes. See, there are questions which are there in varieties of ways. Some of them might be straightforward questions, some of them might be roundabout questions. When it is a straightforward question, any person can answer it very easily. Why is it like that? It is because when someone asks you what is this, you will immediately tell that it is a paper. Yes, in case they ask it in some other way. For example, communication can be sent, people can hold it, what do you think it is? Then we can get varieties of answers. Maybe you can say a smartphone, that is also correct, yes, but then because there is, we can hold it, we are getting that. In case they say it is lightweight, then we can come to paper. Is it understandable? So, whenever any kind of a question, if it is direct, there is no need of a problem for anyone. It is because we know what is what. Suppose they ask you direct question, tell any name of any lesson, or let me take from here itself one question. I will tell you how a direct question is and how an indirect question is. So, those who have the text, the paper of the previous one, please take question number 8 and see the first question, number 8.1. Lencho did not bother exploring any other means to resolve his situation, but just turned to God. Do you feel that his approach was justified? Why or why not? Can you all see this question? This is not a direct question. This is an indirect question. How can you say that it is an indirect question? Here they are talking about the person Lencho, and what did this person do? What is the problem that he got? Come on, you have to tell me. He expected rain. He thought that even showers also would be fine. But what happened to it? Showers changed into hailstorm. When hailstorm came, there was a problem. What is the problem with the hailstorm? See, the writer in this lesson talks about the negative qualities of hailstorm, and he talks even about locusts here. Do you all remember locusts? Locusts are small insects which resemble caterpillars. They are usually in green color. In case they come, they do not come in ones or tens or hundreds, they come in thousands. In India, we do not have this as a major problem, but in many foreign countries, this is a problem. They come in hordes. We say hordes because they come in thousands. All of them settle on the crops. In 5 minutes, all of them get up. They go to another place. Once they leave that field, do you know how much is left over? At least 30 to 40 or sometimes 60 to 70% of the crop is eaten off. That means a little is left over. I think you all remember the grammar structure we discussed previously. Little, a little, the little, and what's the other one? Few, a few, the few. Here a little is left over. Now the writer compares this locust problem and this hailstorm. Why does he say? It is because with the hailstorm, nothing was left in the crop. Yes? I am talking all this for the sake of giving an answer to this question. In the examination, you will not get this much time to think. What you need to do is immediately you should read the question, process the question in your brain, what they are asking, what should I answer. That is how your thought process should go. Now I am telling you how it is going on in a lengthy way. I am telling it in a lengthy way. You should do it very fast. Is it understood? So, what happened? As soon as he saw, what should I do now? So, what did he do? He saw that the crop is worse than the condition when the locust had come. Nothing was left. So, on that day night, it was terrible. They had nothing to make them feel comfortable. So, he felt that God is their savior. Why can you say that God is their savior? It is because he believed that God will never make anyone starve. Why should no one starves? What's the meaning of starve? To be without food. Of course, even liquids also should be included in it. We cannot simply say only food. Food and water together only is something which will make you live. So, he believed that God will never make any person starve, and for that reason, he and his wife, both of them came to a conclusion that God is their savior. For everyone, God is the savior. Whatever condition a person is, human beings might not help, but God helps. Is it understandable? Everyone got the point? Yes. So, what did he do? He wrote a letter. To whom did he write the letter? To God. Correct? You all remember that? Now, in this question they are saying, why did he write a letter to God? Why did he not ask someone's help? Isn't it that question? I will read it out, you see. Lencho did not bother exploring any other means to resolve his situation, but just named to God. Do you feel that his approach was justified? Why? Why not? Did you understand the question now? Why do you think that he asked God for the help? Do you think it is right? This is one thing. In case you feel it is right, why do you feel it is right? Second thing, in case you feel it is wrong, why do you feel it is wrong? Is the question understood by everyone now? So, how are we to write this? You can write yes, you can write no. We cannot use the word directly yes. In my opinion, I think Lencho did the good thing by writing a letter to God. I can write this first sentence and then we should go about how he did it. How do you think you can say this? Look now, I am going for the first one. I am drawing a margin like this, and this is question number 8. Always follow this. Under the question number 8, this is question number 1. I am writing it because there are so many students who have a bad habit of not writing the question number, and I shouldn't forget even the section. I am writing section here. What section is it? Section C. No need of writing the whole heading, literature, that, this, that. This much is enough. So, now what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to give an answer for this question. What is it? Let us write it in both the ways. First one I am telling, as per the question only we are writing. Lencho did not bother exploring any other means to resolve his situation, but just turned to God. Do you feel that his approach was justified? So, how are we writing it? Lencho, please be writing as I write so that you will understand how to do it. Did not bother exploring any other means I am continuing this, I am taking this as a page here. Any other means to resolve his situation but just turned to God. Now, for the first, in the question I wrote the same thing as it is because it is correct. Now, I should write, do you feel his approach was justified or not justified? Let us first write justified. I feel that his approach is justifiable. Now stop writing. Think what points will be suitable to tell that his approach is justifiable. Anyone? What do you think we can tell about his approach? Why do you think that we can say that his approach is justifiable? Anyone? Even if it's wrong also, it's all right. We'll learn, we'll get better, and then we'll proceed. Come on, tell me, anyone. Why do you think it is justifiable? God. One person, whoever started with faith, someone said with faith. Yes, Amanat, tell me. Lencho has faith in God. Someone else told something else. Sairam, you told something? You, Santosh? Someone? Yes, tell boy. God would not allow anyone starve. You also want to say the same thing? That's fine. So, we can take these 2 points, they are both suitable for this answer. We can take these 2 points and we can write just 2 more sentences and our answer is full. You can get correct full marks because we are not making any mistake, whether it is punctuations, capital letters. So, we understand that both the points that you told just now are correct. So, how should we write now? First thing, someone told, what is the first thing that you told? You tell boy? Yes. Now, I feel that his approach is justifiable. Now, I should write, it is because. Please do not begin any kind of sentence with because. Don't say because. Instead, we should say, it is because. What is it? Lencho had, shall we simply write faith or we'll add one adjective? We'll add one adjective. Immense. In your textbook it is there. He had immense faith in God. Is this enough? No. We got one more point. What is that point? God does not allow anyone to starve. So, we should add. I can continue by saying moreover. Moreover, he believed that God would never allow anyone to starve. That's all. The answer is full. It's complete. Did you write the whole answer? You were looking at me? Please write. Let us now see the same answer in another style, that is talking negatively about it. That means he should not have accepted or approached God. That is what I mean to say. So, how are we going to write this answer? Again, you have to use the same style. First sentence you can write it as it is. So, I am not writing that sentence. I am going to save some time. So, I am telling Lencho did not bother exploring any other means to resolve his situation, but just turned to God. That sentence as it is. And now, what is our approach? This is against. I am writing here in the bracket. In my opinion, it is, what is the opposite of justifiable? Unjustifiable. Or else you can say it is not right. If you have a doubt about it, you can simply say it is not correct. Always write short, simple sentences. Now you told it is not correct. You should say why. Can anyone tell me why do you think it is not correct to write only to God? Anyone? Please think, activate your brains and tell me. You tell me one point, I will tell you how to write it in a sentence. Yes, Madan, you want to tell? No one is ready to tell? Yes, anyone? Try, children. Can you see God? Can you see people around you? Yes. So, we can take that one point, simple point. It is better to believe someone or something which we can see than to believe something which we cannot see. We can take that one point. Understood? So, in my opinion, it is correct. Correct or wrong? What should we write? Oh, I am sorry. We should have written wrong. So, let me write it again. Once you say it is wrong, let us say why it is wrong. So, what I said was fine. This is also all right now. We can see things or people we can see things or people around us, comma, but we cannot see God. Is it understandable, boys and girls? Yes? So, Lencho should have approached either his relations, friends, or any charitable trust for money. Is it understood? Did all understand how we can write any answer? You can justify it and you can also say that it is not justifiable. When it is not justifiable, we write like this. In my opinion, it is wrong. We can see things or people around us, but we cannot see God. So, Lencho should have approached either his relations, friends or any charitable trust for money. He could have This is the conclusion. He could have solved his problem. In case that last line is not there, the last sentence, he could have thus solved his problem. In case that is not there, the answer becomes incomplete. Always remember, just as you do the proper opening, explanation and closing, all these three are compulsory steps for any answer in any subject. Did everyone understand how to write this? Yes? So, any question also, let us see the second question. The young seagull failed to muster up courage to take that plunge. In what way can the reference to the plunge here be both literal and metaphorical? Explain. Did any student write this answer? What explanation did you write? Please explain. Fine, that is right. He failed to muster up courage means he failed to gather courage. And then? Okay, so what do you want, what do you mean by it? Fine, please sit. See here, the meaning of this word plunge, please understand that plunge means here to dive, to go downwards, because he is on the hill. Let me now go to the next part. I am drawing a line. God. This is the 8th one, second. I am not going to write it, I will show it to you in the form of pictures. Let us see this. This is the hill, this is water, yes, and his parents are flying, his brother and sister, altogether 5 of them, am I right? Yes? And here maybe there is, let me put this yellow, blue. This is water here, and there we have that hill. We can see the father sitting here and preening. We got the meaning of the word preening before also, cleaning the feathers. Yes? Now, the situation is in such a way that we have the poor seagull sitting here, the little one, because it was not with full courage. I am giving you the explanation what we require for our brain. So, immediately you see a question, you must get all these thoughts in seconds. It should not go on for a long time. Yes, we must get this picture into our mind's eye. What happened? That young seagull was on the ledge and his brothers and sisters were flying. One sister, I think, yes, one sister and 2 brothers. His mother was also flying. His father was sitting there. Now and then he was flying, now and then he was sitting there and preening. And what did the mother do sometimes? The mother also sat here and she was making this fellow get some kind of temptation. What sort of temptation? By eating or maybe tearing that fish into pieces. Once this fish was being torn into pieces, what was the reaction that came in little seagull? He got a lot of temptation. He was excited. He feels that he should get it because 24 hours passed. Is he full or is he hungry? Hungry. There should be no yawning in the class when I am explaining, please. Listen with attention. He is hungry. Yes? Now, is this the scenario there clearly in your brain? As soon as you see this question, you must get like this suitable pictures into your mind's eye. For this picture is suitable. Now, they are asking us this question, failed to muster up courage to take plunge, means he did not have courage to plunge. Plunge is to jump forward like this. If he jumps forward, what will happen? He can come downwards, but will he go down? He will not go down. What will he do? His wings spread out, automatically he will start flying. Is it understood? Now, the meaning of actually getting the strength to go down is to fly. That means metaphorically, the writer is telling plunge means to go down, but metaphorically what does it mean? To fly. Is it understood? All got the difference in plunge here now? Literal meaning and metaphorical meaning. Literal meaning is to dive. Metaphorical meaning here is to, what has happened? Metaphorical meaning here is to fly. Is this clear? So, in this way we need to answer this question. In what way can the reference to the word plunge here be both literal and metaphorical? Literally, the word plunge literally here means that he should jump from his ledge and dive. Metaphorically, it means that he must gather strength to fly in the sky, just like his brothers or sister, same like his father or mother. Is it understood? All got the points? Never ever write long sentences. Do not forget proper punctuations. Is this clear till here? Any doubts? So, I am stopping with these two explanations here for the answers. Follow the same method for any kind of literature questions. Importantly, you can do the same thing when it comes to writing skills also. For example, especially with letter to editor or a complaint letter, first get the picture into your mind's eye, then think about the format taught, apply it and go for simple short sentences. Is this clear?